Okay, the eyes of the maker. See, I'm going to try to do a three-part series. So the first part would be your flaws. In Jeremiah 18 and 1 through 6 says, the word came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause you to hear my words. Then I went to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter, and he made it again another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to make it. Verse 5, And then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you, as this potter saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hands, so are ye in my hands, O house of Israel. See, the first thing God sees on this series is the eyes of the maker. The first thing the maker, we're talking about God, is when he makes us, he sees our flaws. He sees the design of the product. Right now I work at part-time on pleasure pools, and we build pools. And I've had the privilege of building several myself and being part of it. But when I go to look at a different pool, it's funny because I kind of look at how the deck's laid out, or how smooth the concrete is, or I try to look for different flaws and stuff and different characters, because I'm a construction worker and I built them myself. I used to work at a cabinet shop for about a month or so, and after my first day on the job, kind of build them, I went home and I started looking at my cabinets. I'd feel the texture of it and kind of see how the drawers were inlaid and everything. So God sees your flaws. God made you. God designed you. He'll see your doubt. In Matthew 14 and 31, as Peter began to walk on the water, Jesus said, Where dost thou doubt? Jesus asked Peter when he was walking on the water, and he fell. He started to begin to sink. When Peter reached out his hand and picked Peter up, he said, Peter, where dost thou doubt? What started making you doubt? So God sees your doubt. God sees your unbelief. Sometimes, especially they say in John 20 and 27, Thomas had this unbelief. Thomas wasn't there when Christ resurrected. So when Christ walked around, Christ showed himself to Thomas. Christ told Thomas, hey, feel my scars in my hands. Christ wanted to switch that unbelief that Thomas had. So God sees your structural flaws. See, he sees your doubt, your unbelief. God sees what you're made of. God sees the work inside your heart. God sees your desires. And I'll tell you this, as the eyes of the maker, as God knowing what he designed and how he designed it, he can see every flaw that you have. So I'll tell you this, let your flaws be known to God. God already knows them, but show him that he can help you work on these flaws.